Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here for like the 12th straight season of NBA basketball. Or NBA 2K. NBA 2K25, which is a matter of fact coming out in a few days. Now, with that being said, there is a 41-year-old man that is doing the same BS that he's been doing since day one of being at this company. We're going to talk about that. You might know him by the name of Ronald. And we ain't talking McDonald. We're talking 2K. Ronnie2K. All right. So before we do that, I got some very big news for you guys, man. Bill Lambier, if you are watching this video, hit in my DMs. I don't got much to offer, but we need to buy the Detroit Shock. We need to bring them back to the WNBA, and that is because, man, it's going to be a girl dad. I am going to be a girl dad. I found out at 8/24, Kobe Day, girl dad. I'm so excited. Tayshaun Princess, going to take over the league. If it's the Detroit Shock, we're not moving to Cleveland or nothing like that. So, you know, if you want greatness, the next Caitlin Clark, gotta bring back the Shock, okay? All right, guys. So it's really hard to talk about this in a way that doesn't come off as like salty or somebody that's jealous. Okay, man, I pride myself on being the Andre Miller of the 2K community. You know, I just want to be somebody that is just like solid. You know, like I'm not trying to be a LeBron. I'm not trying to be Anthony Edwards. I'm not trying to be whoever else, man. I just want to be Andre Miller. You know, and I'll be good with that. But Ronnie, it's comments like this that I need to take on my veteran leadership approach and talk to you young bloods out here. Ryan2K says, who's going to be at Community Day next year that didn't make it this year? Don't hold back. Make your dreams come to life. This is your year, but you have the power in your hands. I can only support you from afar. Bro, you are not Marvel Jesus. And nobody that makes content today, nobody, absolutely nobody, should have their self-worth being reliant on being invited to your popularity contest. Okay? About 10 years ago, you know, maybe not even quite that, maybe about 8 years ago, you know, when the community day was really, you know, hyped up and everything, and it was kind of a little bit more low-key, you know, the community was a bit smaller, you know, you get some of the really big content creators coming together. You know, I was never invited to that. I was invited one year, but it was actually by Sub the Gamer, who had some event going on in Chicago. That was actually really cool. Love that so much, man. I love Sub the Gamer. You guys don't remember, man, doubt that I. Team Heart, right? You know, I was never invited. And, you know, now it's going to look like Crispy's just salty because he was never invited. No, at those times, I was actually very much team King of the Fourth Quarter. I was very much team, you know, somebody's got to represent the 2K community from the My League perspective, and I always wanted that to be Kenny because he really knew the game well at the time and everything, man. And he was never invited. So it's like, oh, if Kenny wasn't going to make it, I knew I was never going to make it, right, as a representative of the My League community. But the thing is that if I would have listened to Ronnie back then, and him saying, oh, Crispy, like wouldn't even acknowledge me, you know? But I knew he knew that I existed. That's the thing. But the reason he didn't acknowledge me or know that or whatever, was because I was not a 2K Glazer, man. Straight up. I did not care to fake promote and love this game. If the game was good, I would say it. If the game was bad, I would say it. And they don't like that over there, man. They don't like that whatsoever. So therefore, you are given a logo, or you are given some little stamp of approval by Ronnie if your opinions of the game match his. And if they don't, it doesn't matter who you are. You are going to be looked down upon or just ignored in general. And I don't want that to happen to you. I remember back in, oh man, it had to have been 2012, 2013. this is really when the 2K community was starting to pick up. You know, you had Chris Smoove, and then kind of the second wave of content creators was kind of coming along. And I remember, I believe it was iPod King Carter. He had something called the man, what was it? It was like NBA 2K March Madness. And basically, there was a ton of content creators that would submit videos to be a part of this bracket in which people would vote on which video they liked the most. So I submitted a video, and I was told by his crew that I didn't have it. You know, they was like, oh, you know, good for submission, but you're looking elsewhere, right? And, you know, at that time, being in my, I guess I was like late teens to early 20s, you know, kind of a shy guy at the time, that could have been a confidence killer, right? That could have been something where it's like, well, I'm not good enough for this. Who's ever going to want to watch me? But I took it as a chip on my shoulder, bro. Doritos on my shoulder, man. And I was like, no, I'm going to make content. And I remember talking to people like Sub the Gamer at the time, who was just a really good, you know, beacon of motivation for me. And it's just like, man, if I would have listened to that submission, if I would have listened to Ronnie, by the way, in 2016, when I went to Chicago for the 2K event by Sub the Gamer, I actually got to play against iPod King Carter, which was a really cool moment for me. It was a moment where I was like, wow, like, hey, I'm here, right? I'm here. Got my ass kicked because I got stuck with the Kings, and he got to be, I think, the Spurs or something like that, or played a game. I got destroyed, bro. He was glitching with DeAndre Jordan free throw. I promise you that, bro. I don't know how he did it. Man. But yeah, so if you are a content creator, if you're going into NBA 2K25, don't be down on yourself if you weren't invited to this popularity contest. I'm sure it's a fun time, but it is not the means of your worth. And I just want you to be the best person you can be. I want you to go ahead and just post content, not for others, but do it because you love it, for the love of the game. Because if you do it for the love of the game, everything else is going to come in time. People that share that same love are going to want to experience that with you. So just don't get down on yourself, you know? And that's not to say that people don't got room for improvement. Like, sometimes those moments are humbling moments where you do want to look at yourself and be like, okay, am I doing the best that I can, right? So, yeah, man, I just want to talk about that a little bit. I mean, I don't understand that mindset, you know? It's like, I know I would never be like a community guy or nothing like that as far as like, you know, being in that type of position. But I would like to think if I did, I would not be sitting here talking like this logo or whatever is just the end all be all, you know? Just, but I'm sure he's probably given certain guidelines too that he has to follow. All right, so enough rambling about that. I do want to check out one other thing, because this is something I not get a chance to look at, and that is the NBA 2K25 ratings. So obviously I see these ones right here, but I went to this page and I scrolled all the way down really quickly, man. So, you know, I wouldn't see anything. So this is all brand new. I've not looked at any ratings or anything. I'm going to guess it's probably not hugely different from last year, but I guess we'll see, you know? So right off the bat, man, we got McDaniels, Keegan. See, Keegan at 80. That already feels extremely disrespectful. Really, an 80? Dude is a solid offensive player, man. Got some good length to him, too. Like, I don't get that. I mean, McDaniels, too, I think, could probably be like an 82. I think Keegan Murray should be like an 83, 84. That feels disrespectful. Derek Lively, loved him as a rookie. Dermott is an 81. I mean, yeah, you come from the one of the worst teams of all time that's going to happen. You have to, like, earn your rating back. Claxton, an 81. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that either. You know, there's some cases where it's like players, they get a decrease in rating because their team's bad. And basketball is a team sport. Not one guy can do it all. Unless your name's Luke Kennard, right, man? Gafford, 81. Vooch, 81. 81. 81 for Naz Reid. 81 for Miles Bridges. So, he went up 2 rating points after... Well, I guess he... Did he play it all last season? I don't remember. I think he did. I don't know how that works. Okay, whatever. We got D'Lo as an 81 overall. I think he should be a bit higher than that. D'Lo was getting a lot of hate. I'm not saying he was perfect last season, but, I mean... I don't think he was some bum either, you know? Like, he's fine. Vassell's as an 81. He'll be up by the end of the season. CP3 went down 3 points. Nembhard at 81. Hey, good for him, man. Really making a name for himself on the Pacers. Barron went down a point. Yeah, I don't really know what to think about Barron anymore. Like, he's got a lot of proving himself this season, on the Raptors, right, man? Klay Thompson, 81. Brandon Miller, 81. Austin Reeves, 81, 81. Okay. Mike Conley, quickly. Cam Thomas. Kobe White up 5. Wait, so he was, was a 76 overall last season? Did they not update ratings? I don't really get that. Oh, Jonas Valanciunas and Zubats both at 82. Okay. Oh my God, bro. You have Darius Garland as an 82 overall. Are you guys stupid, bro? Are you guys stupid, bro? Ben Simmons had about 19 straight seasons of having injuries, and his rating would never decrease. And you're going to tell me an all-star who had an injury-riddled season going to drop 4 points? Why are we holding... I don't understand it, man. I don't even want to be part of the community. I'm not going to lie, bro. Oh, my God. Okay, that's something else, man. Jeremy Erb. Hey, nice seeing Jalen Suggs. One of the better, 3-and-D type of players in the NBA. Interesting that he transitioned to a shooting guard, though. But, sometimes, like, when you have that type of skill set, it's like, you were a point guard all your life, but then, running an NBA team and the tempo that comes with it, that can be difficult, man. Sometimes it's good to just kind of play into your strengths, right? Position or not. Caruso up 4, going to be huge for the Thunder. Josh Hart up 2. DeAndre stayed the same. DeAndre Ayton, would y'all... Like, from a number 1 pick standpoint, is he a bust? From a number 1 pick standpoint only. That's the only criteria I'm talking about here. Desmond 83, Kuzma 83, Draymond 83, Tyler Hero 83 for Zach LaVine, going down 3 points. Apparently, injuries just really make you fall off in some cases. Miles up 1, Aaron Gordon at an 84. All right. I mean, it's nice seeing guys like Suggs get a bit of an increase. That's pretty cool. CJ 84, Jarrett 84, James Harden down 5 points. Honey Bun Harden's down to an 84, bro. We going back to the Thunder days, man. That's gonna. I think Harden's gonna have a bit of a bounce back season. I don't know how much bounce he has, but it's gonna be a bounce back. Fred 84, Jalen Green 84 for him. All right, I feel like maybe he should have got a little bit of a higher bump after that post All-Star break. I would like to see him maybe at 85, 86. OG up 2, Mikal down 2, Milton a consistent 85. See, didn't Milton have a lot of injuries last year? I don't understand the consistency with it, man. 85 for Beal, 85 Gobert, LP has an 85 up 2. Good to see that for sure. Ingram remained the same, Julius remained the same. Scotty up 2, Mobley up 1. All right. Murray up 2, Derek White up 4, up to 86. I mean, they're champions last season, right, man? Yeah, 86 for Derek White. Hey, good for him. Franz up 4. You better hope after that payday you just got, my friend. Jalen up 4. Cade up 2, up to an 86. Hey, you know what? I'm happy with that. I think he could probably get that up to an 88, 89 by the end of the season. Markkinen 86. All right. JJ 87. See, this is what I don't understand. Like, if Lauri Markkinen was an all-star starter and he had a really good season to the point where, like, his rating didn't go down, shouldn't his rating go up? And shouldn't it be higher than some of these other guys that weren't all-stars? Maybe not. Okay, Jaren Jackson 87, Jamal 87 went down a point. Apparently, the Olympics did that to him. Chris Tapps at 87. Oh, 10 for Chet, man. From a 77 to an 87. Why the hell did it take damn a season to go from a 77 to an 87? Where was he at the end of last year? I know they updated, don't they? DeMar up 1 to an 87. Drew 87. 87 for LaMelo. Cat at 3. See, once again, man, LaMelo injured pretty much all last season, and he goes up in a rating point. You see my issue following the logic here? Pascal to an 88. Good for him. All right, let's keep it going. Zion down to an 88. Sabonis up 1. 88 for Fox. Bam at 88. Tyrese up 4. Yes, sir, man. Love to see it. Trae Young 89. 89 for Paul George. Paolo up 5. Good to see. Jimmy went... Oh, shoot. He was a 95 last year? Dang, man. Kind of backfired on y'all, 2K. Dame, they knocked down 5 points. He was an all-star. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, it was Dame time in Milwaukee, but, I I mean, why are we putting the All-Star down 5 points, man? That don't seem very fair. John Morant up 2, okay. Tyrese up 2. Wemby up 7, up to a 91 overall. Like, I know the defense is there with Wemby. Do you guys think he warranted a 7-point jump though? Like after his rookie season? I mean, I'm just asking. I'm not saying he does or doesn't. Just blocking shots is cool and all, but I mean, huh. Kawhi down 2 to a 92. Kyrie up 2 to a 92. Jalen up 3 to a 92. Good for him on that. Don Mitchell remains the same at 92. All right. Brunson up 5 to a 93. D-Book down 1 to a 93. Ant-Man up 5. I like that. It's got him listed as the best shooting guard in the NBA, which I do. Well, I guess he's tied with D-Book, but I think at this point, man, I know that D-Book's from Michigan and all, but loves my 04 Pistons, but I think I'll have to take Ant-Man. Just my own personal opinion. 80. All right, man. Anthony Davis up 1 point. You guys think AD was a top 10 player last year? I don't know how I feel about that one. Especially knowing that, the Lakers didn't do anything as far as the offseason goes. So it's like Ronald has to be like, well, you gotta make AD better. It's like, all right, KD down 2 to a 94. Jason Tatum, 95 overall. Steph Curry, 95. LeBron James, 95. I don't know, man. Feels like I just think the man was quick to write off Damian Lillard. That's all I'm going to say. Quick to write off Damian Lillard, bro. Disrespectful. And then we got the top 5 players. Let's go down, right here, man. We got Jokic as 97 as the best player in the NBA. Luka, 97. Giannis, 97. 96 for SGA. And Joel Embiid is 96. I still don't really know if I understand 2K's logic when it comes to ratings. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know? I just complain about it every year, right? Guys, that's all we got for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I do plan on doing probably a full 30-team rebuild series for 2K25, I think. The game's not bad. So we'll see. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.